Hello everyone, Pockets here, back again playing some more EVE Online. We are once again on Kel. We are going to continue with our Rogue Swarm Alert event. So just a quick update on the event itself for me. Kel is almost done. You can see here I've got all 4 of the skins unlocked, and I'm a few hundred points, 200 points away? Yeah, just under 200 points away from finishing up the event. So, overall feelings on the event is a lot of fun. As I did in the last event with the slave, the Mimitar, whatever it was called now, I don't remember, that was months ago, with the hacking the cans and all of that. I just enjoyed the variety. It's allowed me to fit some different ships and do some different things. Mostly I've been running it in my Gila. I have switched recently to my Stratios because it has a bonus to hacking, which makes the hacking game a little easier, just to make it go faster. I've also done a few sites in this guy. This is my Vexer. I'd like to introduce you all to Bruce. That's Bruce right there looking at you. And this is my very affordable Vexer fit for these sites. And that's what we're going to look at today. I think I'm going to do one more video next week. At least one more video, unless someone wants to see another cruiser of some sort. If nobody else asks for a specific cruiser, I want to do one comparing the new subverted drones to the Gecko and the other mediums and heavies. On paper, it looks to be almost a direct upgrade to the Gecko, being that it does about the same damage. Again, we'll have to look through the numbers. We'll do that in the next one. But we'll look at that next. I have 5 of them cooking. They'll be ready by the end of the day today, so we'll be able to take a look at the actual numbers. We'll do that next time. This time, let's look at Bruce and let's see how he does these sites. As always, we will start with the fitting. So 44 million, that's about right. I did it all on sell orders in Dodixie for like 43 and change, so it's pretty close. 43 mil is not bad for a cruiser. And a lot of this stuff can be cheaper if you decide to meta it down. I do fit a lot of Tech 2, which is fine. So the high slots are all Tech 2 salvagers. I did that for a couple reasons. This event site specifically, due to having to salvage that last wreck, and as well as to how I've been running it to try to get some drone parts. If we show you the info, the bonuses of the Vexer, it does do a 5% per level bonus to medium turret, but I find there's not a lot of fitting room to fit a good tank and 4 guns in the high slots, so I mostly rely on drones. So 4 salvagers up here. If you wanted to, you could do 2 salvagers, 2 tractor beams, but I wasn't going all that hard on it. So I do have a Tech 2 Afterburner. You could switch this out for a mono prop or a compact, depending on what your fitting is. Like CPU is pretty tight on this one. Tech 2 Data Analyzer. A large compact PB acid cap battery. Normally I'd fit a Republic Fleet issue in here, but to keep the cost down, I went with this one. It all fits. Tech 2 battery doesn't actually fit. It's too much CPU. For me anyway. And then an omnidirectional tracking link to help with some of the tracking of our drones, since we are relying on drone DPS. Damage control 2 to get our tank up a little bit, and a medium armor repper, which I rarely have to use. I'll show you. And then 3 times drone damage amplifiers 2. I wouldn't go lower than this. If you can't fit the Tech 2, you shouldn't fly a Vexer or a drone boat. So train for the Tech 2. Or spend the extra money and get the Caldari Navy ones, but they're like 90 to 100 million a pop. So, and then Tech 1 auxiliary nano pumps, 2 of them, and then an explosive pump just to bring our explosive resistance up just a hair more. Overall, it's not a cap stable fit with everything running, but if we shut all these down, and you can see, as long as we're not running the repper, we're stable, and we get 38 minutes with the repper running, so it's plenty of battery. We could probably actually get away without this based on what I've been seeing, so we could almost drop this and maybe fit another omnidirectional, which is something I might do, but play with it as it is. For the drones, we have 5 Hammerheads, 5 Hobgoblins, 2 Ogres, and on paper the max DPS seems to be 1 Ogre and 4 Hobgoblins. 4 at 414. If we cut this down enough to get another Hammerhead in there, actually, you know what? I should be doing it like that. The only problem is we have tracking issues with the Ogres against the smaller stuff, but this would actually be a slightly better DPS, so I might switch it to that, but it's been working as it is, so we'll just do that. So we'll get undocked so I can show you my drone setup. Actually, we'll switch it around. I am going to... So what I usually do is I have this mixed drone bag here. 4 hammerheads and an ogre. And so I just have the extra hammerhead and the extra ogre in case I run into trouble and need to replace one. And then I have my 5 hobgoblins. So I usually launch the mixed batch until the battleship is dead. Once the battleship drops, I switch to hobgoblins and just let them do their thing. I will show you here how I've been doing these sites. Mostly I've been finding quiet systems. This one's a little not quiet at the moment. But we'll warp over here, turn this on. You can see I have everything on this rogue, so it all fits. So the first 4 are my combat stuff, mostly, and the last 4 are my salvagers. And that's just nice and easy on my keyboard. I don't have to hold Alt to hit the second row. And my keyboard's split, so it's just a natural split between F4 and F5. Alright, so we'll land on grid. We'll see if anybody's in here. There's a good chance... Yeah, Vexor, Navy. There's a good chance we'll have visitors. Or have somebody here. No! Surprised. Okay, so I also mapped my quick key so I can spam it before I'm landing, and it'll launch my mixed bag like that, and then I can lock everything. So I just mapped it to Control R because I didn't use what Control R was. And we'll begin hacking. Drones can begin their business. And right at this point, I pretty much just let the drones do their thing while I hack the cans. We'll review the rule of 6 here. So I aim for these spots where there's 1 node surrounded by 6. And you click the middle. And if didn't work out that time. If the center thing is a defense node, one of the ones around it is almost guaranteed to be this, is my understanding of the rule. But you get to these anyway because it clears up most of them. If this is 2, then you know just to move on. You don't try any of those other 6. So you can see here I haven't even had to start using my tank yet. And we'll do this. And he does take a little longer to kill the battleship than my Gila does, but he does do the trick here. Now, again, this would be a point where the extra ogre might be of benefit. So, and since that's the important part, I might actually just go ahead and switch that up. Cache those 2 in. Come on. A little bit of lag there. That was weird. All right. So actually, let's do that. Let's pull 2 of these in. That. We'll drop the other ogre as soon as they're in. And 1 of the hobs. There, we'll try that. I want those in the mixed bag though. Go into the mixed and go into the mixed. There we go. Cool. Cool. We'll pull these guys out. And we have some spares. So you can see here I'm starting to get in to shield, but now that I'm in orbiting the battleship at 1,000, he's not hitting me anymore. Oh, he is. Every so often he'll get a hit. That's okay. Tank is holding. Oh, we have some visitors. They're a little bit late, so they probably shouldn't join in if I was them. It's a little. Oh, they did launch drones. So what I normally do is I'll kill this guy, loot and salvage him, and then I'll sit here and let my drones clean up while I use my salvagers to harvest up more drone parts from the other wrecks. And it seems to work quite well. We got that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop the boat. Drones go after this guy. And we'll just, because that's the important one, we want to salvage that. Wow, first try, look at that. And we'll just let our drones do this. Come on. And then what I do, now there's a lot of people in here that are running it, so it's not as good. When it's quiet, I'll just sit here and salvage until the next site spawns. Because you can see I can reach 2 of these. So I'll just do this. Oops. Shoot. Well, we'll get 1 of them then. Normally I split them up, but this will work. Go get that, please. Oh, did the other guys leave? Or are they still here? No, the guy's still doing things with his Hammerhead 1s. Not too worried about him winning too many races. Alright, and they're coming in close, so I just... Oh, that one's his, but that's okay. If he killed it, I'll let him salvage it. Not because it'll give me a criminal tag or anything, but just... Oops, I just hit the wrong buttons because I'm smart, because I'm talking. There we go. We'll turn our... Everything else is good. That's perfect. We'll actually turn off the Afterburner here. Make Make sure drones are doing stuff. Yeah. We'll just keep killing and salvaging until the next drone site spawns, and then we'll move to that. And that's what I've been doing, and it works quite well. Go get that guy. And lock me up some more Rex. See? And this gives me enough materials that I've been able to build the 5 subverted drones based on just mostly what I've harvested here. I had to buy a couple drone AIs just because they're pretty uncommon. But other than that, it's mostly been just salvage from the sites, so that's been perfect. I have a frog in my throat. Give me 1 second. All right, we'll try that. Whew. Just all of a sudden. Do we have it? These little ones aren't really worth much, but it's okay. Take this one. We should be getting the new site any minute now. So I'll actually pull these in so we're ready to warp when it comes. And any second. It usually takes a few minutes after the battleship has been killed. Oh, it looks like he's not fighting them anymore either. Well, fine. Good. Leave the system, and then I can go on to the next one. I could probably go for my kills then. Let's use these guys because they're faster. We'll go for some more kills on the kill board here on the rogue drones. Oh, he didn't even... Okay. Not a problem. And those hobgoblins, even though there's only 4 of them, they're going to make quick work of these other drones here. It'll kill up my extermination here, which is great. No, not those ones. Keep doing that. Okay, there we... Oh, there is one more. Whoops. Thought I had them all. There we go. I'll approach this one. I'll just lock up some more Rex here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There, now we're done. And the other thing I usually carry on my other ships is a swarm of salvage drones. That's what I've been doing on my Gila and my Stratios. And once everything's dead, I just put them to town and just hoover up all the salvage I can while I wait for the new site to spawn. So we'll try to make sure Afterburner's off so we can align quickly to the new site. And here we go. Last little bits of salvage. We should be getting close to a new site here. It likes to spawn when you're not looking at your overview. That's my experience. Not quite yet. We have 12 people in local all of a sudden, so it's getting busy. It is a Saturday though, so US time zone Saturday, so it's expected to be a little busier, I suppose. Come on. Actually going to get a fair bit of salvage out of this one before the next site comes. That's good. Be even faster if I had my salvage drones. I might trim out these spares because I don't really need them, like the 3 hammerheads. There we go. I just saw it pop, didn't I? No, something else shifted. Oh, there it is, yeah. Thought I saw it pop. Thought I saw a shift over here. So hopefully we can get there first. If we get the can, then we control when the battleship spawns. Which means we can hold it and see if people will leave the site after they've killed all the rats. Hold it hostage. Or just make sure my drones are ready first. But we should get there first. Yeah, so some salvage there. It's these ones, the rare ones off of the battleship that you really want. And we'll spam our mixed bag of drones. Oh! Oh, okay. Didn't like that. Spammed it too much. Oh, that's a bit of a handicap. Okay, don't do that then. It's the first time I've had that happen in a long time. I forgot it did that. Now I gotta wait a minute. Well, luckily I'm not racing anything, so. Don't spam the drone launch button too fast. You get yelled at. You can launch for me now? 25 seconds? Okay. This way then. That has to go. Hate these restoration nodes. Go away. There was one grid where I got like 4 of them in a row. It was ridiculous. I had one of my other nodes was up to like 200. Like, well, I hope I don't have to get past him. This guy's got to go. He does 40 damage. We can do that. We finally get our drones out. We can. Let's kill this guy. That's a big one. 2, 5. So down here. We have enough. We can take this. That means our battleship is up. And no competition, because it looks like maybe those other 2 left the system. So that is fine by me. We're going to orbit this guy. We're going to turn on our Afterburner. And we'll accept our rewards while we get into orbit. There we go. Now we're at half shields this time, so there's a good chance we'll hit armor and have to turn on our repper before we get into orbit around this overmind. But yeah, this is how I've been running the site. I haven't even been leaving this one system. Well, it's Pemon today. It was Castlemon yesterday most of the day when I was doing it. Well, so just pick a site, and as long as you're the first one in, you have a pretty good chance that you're not going to get bugged. Yes, my shields are low. It's okay. I'm a Vexer. I don't care about shields. They're there just to buy me time. Did we get in? I think we got in. Yeah, so we could still use a bit of tracking, so I might swap that battery out for another tracking, omnidirectional tracking unit on it. That'd probably be a thing if you're comfortable pulsing your armor repper, because you can see I don't take all that much damage. I think wait till it gets to about here before I even start running it. Maybe quarter, 3/4, something. All right, this guy's about to go down now. So I think switching out to the 2 ogres really helped against the battleship, for sure. So I probably just get rid of these 3 hammerheads, put another hobgoblin in here, and then salvage drones. That sounds like a plan. But I'm not going to do that. You guys could do that to get some extra salvage while you're waiting for the next site to spawn. My other 2 ships, my Gila and my Stratios, clear the sites a lot quicker, so. And we'll put Hobs out. We'll put the mixed bag Hob out too, just to have it. You go out too. Go. Now you should start fighting. Let's get our wreck looted and locked up. Stop everything. Go get this. I'll get this. And there you go. So you just sit here now and wait for the next one to spawn while you salvage up the bits. And you can see how fast it goes. I'm already up over 50 points. So I'm halfway there. Well, not quite. Another 50 points. I'm a quarter of the way there because I can math on the fly. And that's how I've been running the site. It's been a lot of fun. But I did get requested to show a Vexer, and a lot of my new bros in Corp have been asking for Vexer fits, and this one seems to do the job. I have actually outraced a couple pirate cruisers with this. There was a Cinnaball that came on site, and we had a good chase down, both on the battleship, and Bruce ended up winning. I imagine a Gila would take him, unless the Gila pilot isn't paying attention and doesn't get the drones switched over fast enough. All sorts of little things, but we're just going to go ahead and start salvaging. And so this is how I would do it on an alpha. Now you have to choose a Tech 1 data module, so your hacking game is going to be a little harder. Another thing that might be fun is to fleet up and have someone in like a Stratios, and then a couple guys in some stuff that's better at taking out smaller ships, and just go to town as a group. Could be fun as well. But overall, I've really liked this event. I'm curious about the drones. Like I said, I don't think they're going to be great on the Gila. But again, we'll review all of that in the next video. I don't want to spoil any of my thoughts before there. So I'm going to stop talking about it. All right. The other thing is, I know Gentleman Gamer was showing a video. He does these in a Legion. Not Legion. Yeah, Legion. Why can't I words anymore? Tech 3 cruiser with heavy missiles, I think, or heavy assault missiles and drones. So that's pretty cool. I don't have a Legion at the moment, so I haven't bothered trying it. I could try my Tengu. It probably does pretty well against the battleship, at least. Might be something to think about once I've done all of these and I'm not getting the points anymore. I'm not worried about the points anymore. That I could switch to something with higher directly on the battleship damage. So hack the can and just kill the battleship and leave. So I'm just getting the loot would be what I'd use my Tengu for. But as long as I'm needing the points, this seems to be the best way to get it because you can really grind them up. Okay, we'll start heading towards this one because those should be okay. Don't need that no more. What? What made that noise? That's weird. But there we go, cleaned up the site. So that's just a quick little update. I'm going to finish up this site. I'll get these last two salvages here and we'll dock up. I'll show you the guys the fit one more time. And I'll make sure that I link it down in the comment section below as well. But this is how I've been doing the sites. Pretty much the exact same tactics. I've been doing them in my Gila and my Stratios as well. I barely even turned the lasers on in the Stratios, and I've been tempted to take the missiles off of my Gila and replace them with salvagers. But haven't done that yet. There we go. I'm not even going to do these last couple of wrecks. Let's get the fit up. We'll go over it one more time in case I went over it too fast the first time. So in the highs, 4 times Tech 2 salvagers. If you have to fit Tech 1s, having 4 of them is going to be great because it gives you 4 chances every cycle, basically. I know Tech 1s can take several cycles to take out that battleship wreck, so that'll help anybody that can't fit a Tech 2 salvager. So if you can fit them, use them. Tech 2 Afterburner, there's absolutely no reason because the thing doesn't spawn that far away. You don't have to go that fast. So you can even meta this down. I had a Tech 2 on hand, so I used it. Tech 2 data analyzer, if you can fit this, makes all the difference. I know alphas can't fit it, so you may have to Tech 1 that. Just means the hacking game is going to be a little harder. You may have to be a little more careful about where you go. Follow the rule of 6, get to those clusters. If the center spawn is a defense node, that means that your core is around it somewhere. Almost every time. So far for me, it's been every time as far as I can remember. That's how that works. Large compact pH acid battery. This is the meta 4 one. The lower ones in the meta don't give as much cap. You're not cap stable even where this one is. If you have the ISK, you can throw a Republic fleet on here and get a little bit more cap room if you need it. But as you saw, it's not that big a deal. Omnidirectional tracking link. I'm probably going to end up switching this battery out for a second one of these if I was to keep flying the Vexer. The Vexer? Vexer? The Vexer. I would probably run this because I'm comfortable maintaining cap and armor repper balance. Tech 2 damage control. There's no reason not to fit a Tech 2 if you can fit it, and if you can't, train the skills. It's one of those things that should be Tech 2 almost any time. Medium armor repper 2 is fine. As you saw, I barely use it. If you like to have a little bit more armor repping capability and you have the ISK, go to like a Dead Space module here, but keeping costs low. 3 times drone damage Amplifier 2s. Definitely worth the train if you're going to do drone boats. You lose a fair bit of DPS if you go to Tech 1s here. 2 times auxiliary nano pumps, which just brings up the amount that you rep per second. I might even swap these out for something. I don't know what, because there's not really anything good for drones either. So, and the explosive pump, just to sort of balance these out, because the drones do all the different damage types. And then your drones, whatever combination and flavor, this works for me. We do have 75, so we can't fly a full set of the new drones yet, so it's probably not worth it. And there we have it. So that's Bruce. Easily runs the sites, as you saw. And that's that. So if you do want to see a different cruiser, especially Tech 1 stuff for the newer players or for alphas, definitely let me know down in the comments section down below, and I'll see what I do. I will try to keep it, in and around 50 million for the fits. Sometimes you have to go higher depending on the ship, but that's all here or there. So let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next, and I will try to get that done before the event is over. As always, guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. It helps a lot, helps more than you know. And any comments or criticisms, leave them down in the comments section down below. If they are constructively placed, I will answer them. If they are trolling, I will not. As always. All right, guys, take care of each other, and I'm out of here.